Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I am filming a collaboration video with some other YouTube Disney loving mamas here, and they will be listed down in the description box below. But I am collabing with Stacy from Stacy's Mommy Magic and Courtney from Courtney W and Heather from Their Faith Be Bigger. So if you want to watch their videos, please check the description box below and be sure to let them know that you are coming over from my channel. And if you are coming from one of their channels, welcome. I'm Jen and this is Happily Organized Chaos. I am a mommy blogger and YouTube content creator, and I love all things Disney, as well as cleaning videos, a few day in the lives thrown in there, and organizational type of content. So if you like those styles of videos, please consider hitting that red subscribe button down below to join my YouTube family. So today's topic is going to be all about our tips on how to survive a whole day at Disney with your little ones. Now, my children are on the older side when going to Disney. They are 6 and 8 now, but we have been going since my youngest was 3. So we have experienced trying to cram it all in one day in one park, and let me just tell you, it is not easy. Share with you my tips on how you can survive a Disney theme park day for the entire day from morning until night. And if you want to know more, continue watching. So if you notice me looking down, I'm just looking at my notes because I don't want to forget anything. But my number one tip would be to take advantage of those Fast Passes. Disney has Fast Pass Plus, where you can book your Fast Passes 60 days prior to your trip for those staying on property, and 30 days prior to your trip, those staying off-site. So either which way, you can book them beforehand. I highly recommend that you make a list of the rides that you want to ride the most to the least. And if you're anything like me, I do my research to find out what ones have longer lines, which ones might be your favorite, but the wait times will be shorter. So those are things that you might not mind waiting for. Also, think about the rides that have the queues on the outside versus inside queues, because those queues that are on the inside, even though you're waiting in line, at least you're waiting in an air-conditioned building and it's not as bad. You can also entertain your kids using the Disney Play Parks app, which is all games and things that change based on what queue, what line you're in. I will actually try to see if I can pop that up on the phone. I have it here, but I'm not sure if it will work unless you're at the parks. It looks like this. And first thing is, it's going to ask you to select a destination. So it's for Disney World and Disneyland. And let's say we're at the Magic Kingdom. I'm going to show you a map. And we're waiting in line at Disney's PhilharMagic, which is a great show to wait because the lines are never long anyway, and it's an inside queue, so it's nice and air conditioned. Okay, so you can't play it unless you're there. This is what pops up now. But this is a great app to use in order to pass the time and keep your children entertained. Now, I think that would be on for the older side. So obviously, if you have a baby, that's not going to be beneficial to you. But if you have a 3 or 4-year-old, definitely they would enjoy playing the games. So my next tip, tip number 2, is to kind of roll into this with the Fast Passes. Is you want to take advantage of those seated shows. So Country Bear Jamboree, Mickey's PhilharMagic, shows like that where you go in, you sit down, you take a little break, and it's nice and air conditioned, especially if your kids are getting hot and cranky because of the heat. At least I know my kids do. So this way you're sitting down and you're resting. Some of the younger kids might not like Mickey's Filler Magic because it is a little scary, but my 3-year-old loved it. So I think it just depends on the child. So you're gonna have to judge your own child for that. Number 3 is to purchase all of those nighttime items, the glow sticks, the glow necklaces, if you can find some dollar stores, I've seen glow ears, not Mickey ears obviously, but like headbands. You want to purchase all of these prior to your trip because they get very costly at the theme parks. And you can buy the glow sticks in a tube at Michael's for $1.50 here in Canada. So I highly recommend purchasing those prior to your trip. That way you have them for once the sun starts to go down and it becomes evening. It will keep the kids entertained and it will also save you money. Tip number 4 is to bring a stroller. I cannot stress enough about bringing a stroller, especially if you have really young ones or toddlers. That stroller is going to be your lifesaver. You can get through the crowds a lot easier. You can rent the strollers through Disney, but the last time we rented a double stroller from Disney, it was $31 US per day. That adds up when you have a 7-day trip. So you're not going to bring your own stroller, which I highly recommend. And if you need a double, don't get a side-by-side double. Try for a lengthwise double because that way it doesn't take as much space up and it's easier to maneuver into the stores. But if you're going to not bring your own stroller, if you don't want to, even though it's pretty easy to bring your own stroller, it's a free check item when you're on the airplane. But if you don't want to do that, you can rent through Kingdom Strollers, and if I remember, I'll leave them listed down below. And this video is no way sponsored, but I was just reading up on them, and it is fantastic because they will deliver your stroller to your resort room, and then you don't have to worry about it. And it is only $65 for the entire week to rent. And I think that is fantastic, a lot cheaper, and then you get it for your entire stay. So if you're going to be doing other things, you don't have to worry about dropping off your rental stroller back to the theme park. You will have it for going on the monorail, getting back to your resort, going to the bus stop. So this way, it works out that you'll have it for the entire trip versus just at the park. It also helps with storage. So we didn't have a stroller this year and I missed it tremendously because not only is it great for the tired little ones, which I don't recommend not getting a stroller if you have children under the age of 6. It also, having those extra bottles of water and snacks and sunscreen, you don't have to be carrying everything around on your back. You'll have the space underneath the stroller for those items, which leads me into my next tip, which is to wear a backpack. I've traveled and gone to Disney using a crossbody, which works out fine if it's just myself and my husband. But when you're bringing in snacks and waters and changes of clothing, especially if you're going for an entire day, like you're not going to be going back to your resort, then I highly recommend a backpack. You can bring in snacks, things that your kids will eat, changes of clothing. Yeah, so backpack. My next tip is kind of leads right into it, is to bring snacks. Get tired and hungry, and we want to avoid this from happening because I don't know about you, but when I get tired and hungry, I get cranky. And This way you will have those snacks ready to go, especially if you're in a line for a ride. So let's say you're in line for Seven Dwarfs Mine Train and your 4-year-old starts crying because she or he is hungry. All you have to do is take off the backpack, grab a snack, and let them eat it while they're in line, and this will save a lot of headache. So I highly recommend it, and it also saves you money because the parks can get expensive, but there might not be something that your child actually likes to eat. Toddlers and young children, in my experience, are picky and they like what they like, and a lot of the times not willing to try new things. And you also want to be careful because you don't want to try new things when you're on vacation because of potential allergies. Is to make sure that you have a plan, but be flexible with that plan because things change and you can't control everything. Disney may change things, or you may have to change your plans, your itinerary, because of a family member. You don't know what can happen, and unfortunately we can't control everything. But having a little bit of a plan, having that idea in place will definitely help you to get through the entire day. Okay, my last tip is to listen to your kids, and if they need a break, let them take a break. We're not running a Disney marathon here. We are going on a vacation to probably the Magic Kingdom, which seems to be the theme park that is most geared towards those little ones. But you need to remember that they are kids and they're going to get tired, they're going to get hungry, they're going to get cranky, they need their naps. So it's not the worst thing in the world to go back to your resort room, take a break, let them get their naps, swim in the resort pool. I mean, Disney is all about not just the theme parks, but those resorts are absolutely amazing and have everything, especially if you have little ones. So go back to the resort room, take a break, swim in the pool, freshen up, and then go back into the theme park refreshed, rejuvenated, and ready to tackle the evening part of the trip. So that is really, it should be my #1 tip, but I wanted to leave that to the end. Don't go to the park the entire day with your little one. Make sure you take a break, and it will be much more enjoyable for everyone. So I want to thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed Disney style content videos, then give this one a thumbs up. And don't forget to check out the other lovely ladies, which I'll have listed down below, and find out what their tips are for surviving Disney with a little one all day long. Until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day and a magical evening. And as always, take care. We'll see you real soon, everyone. Bye now. Also, don't forget to check out all of our Disney vacation vlogs, which have been playing, and I will have them all listed in the I'll have the playlist listed in the description box. So don't forget to go and check those out. Take care. Bye now.